I've got a lot of requests to make a video on Shivangi Joshi, and today we are going to analyze her face, reflect the strong features, the prominent features that she possesses. If you happen to have any of these features on your face, it very much reflects about your inner design, about your personality needs. If you happen to have or see these features on your partner's face, it very much reflects about their traits and what needs they carry, knowing which you can have better connection with them and you can be more aware about them, right? And you can also know why they are for what they are. So let us start with seeing her prominent features on the face. The very first of which, even if you look at her earlier picture, is her white space in between the features, which means features are quite separated, far spaced. The eyebrow set is quite high from the eyes. The nose is pretty much having a difference between the eyes. Of course, it is for all beings, but when a well-defined face is there in terms of spacious features, those are called as white space features. So you could look at the gap between the nose and the eyes. The nose and the lips are also quite prominent. The other features are also quite well spaced with respect to prominent upper cheeks. So it is a wide spaced face. Whenever a person has wide spaced face coupled with a long nose or a large nose that she's carrying, it adds a lot of metal energy into one's influence. What is a metal element? Metal element, you can imagine by imagining a sword that is strong and tempered. You can also imagine a gold or a jewelry that is sensitive. So metal has this aspect of duality into it, where it reflects a person's sense of sensitive self, a person's sense of formal self, a person's self of being a civilizing influence among all the people, being a good host. But if we get into the specific features of what the high set eyebrows indicate, which we are going to focus here, the high set eyebrows indicate that a person can be selective and discriminative. They want to follow wait and see approach before wanting to act. They can of course act through their feelings, but they need their own time before actually putting out what they are actually feeling. So it is like a queen's trait where one needs their own me time to actually think through and act through things. Apart from that, if we focus on her Shen, that is the light of the eyes across multiple pictures, the Shen indicates a very caring self, a very sensitive self, a very disposition-like self, where she has the aspect of tolerance into her. The Shen, that is the light of the eyes, also communicates her expressive self, where fire energy comes out through her, and there are moods of expression. There is intensity of emotions that she can express through her eyes, and that can be communicated widely to the audience. And that's why she looks a very believable actor, a very trustworthy actor, because fire element is connected to the aspect of eyes, making her sensitivity strikes out, and thereby portraying the emotions that she is portraying in a beautiful way. Apart from that, if we further delve into the aspect of Shen here, there are unmatching sides in the left half and the right half, which can indicate her layered self, her guarded self, her not able to put out herself what she actually feels in person versus what she actually expresses. This adds on to the aspect of mystery component within her, which adds on to the guarded level of emotions that she may carry. And then on the personal side of life, it's important that when one has those features, it indicates that try to be more speaking of yourself the way you feel, because then you'll be able to align better within yourself and versus what you say. Apart from that, one other feature that I want you to focus on is the nose that was large earlier on is at recent point in time become thinnish, still long, which indicate that ambitions have always been high, seeking pride and meaning and being in a position of authority has always been the desire. But because the padding, the earth padding has reduced, now it can indicate that she is more towards refinement, more towards meaning. And because earth is lost, it can also indicate that the community aspect, the friend circle might have reduced, wherein earlier it was more open with respect to giving and receiving, versus now where it is more independent and a lot more maybe self-centered, if I were to say that, right? Apart from that, she has full lips, which of course indicates the aspect of strong gifts of communication, coupled with the emotional depth that she feels. Her lips that are wide, her mouth that is wide, indicates that she can very much emotionally express and thereby connect with people. So those are pretty much the features that stands out on the face of Shivangi Joshi. Do let me know in the comment section, how did you find this video? I hope it was helpful.